Hi, this is a short tutorial on how to access and navigate the Federated Co-op Math portion of your Federated training. Um, I should mention that the math and print reading have to be complete before attending your in-class session. I'm also going to tell you up front right now, and I'll probably mention it again, that I'm only marking the most recent attempt. You have multiple attempts at both of those courses, but I'm only marking the most recent one, and I will manually mark them once your butt's in a seat. Um, so anyway, enter your username and password that you were sent. Also, it's not a bad idea to change your password, and you would click on the enter or enroll in the password manager, and you just follow the information there. But anyway, you'll log in, and you'll look for the Students tab. And just to the right of Health and Safety is access to your courses. And you'll see your math and your print reading. When you click on the math, up pops the welcome page. Now this page will give you my information, david.nunn@saskpolytech.ca, as well as my cell phone number. If it's a technical issue, you're going to contact the help desk. And you can click on there. It's probably a good idea to save the phone number and the email to your own personal contacts, as well as my name and emails if you have any issues logging in. I will not be of much help to you regarding technical issues, as I'm only the content person. So anyway, there's the welcome page. There'll be all kinds of student information there. I'm just good. You'll notice here, your name would be here. I'm logged in as a student so that we're seeing the exact same stuff together. Across the top here, there's some other things for you to look at. I'm not going to read all this stuff to you, but it's not a bad idea just to have a quick look around in there. It's got some useful information. Click on your content. And we're in the table of contents here now. This should open up for you. There's course information. These three here are all typical for all online training. This will have the specifics of your course. For example, the course description. Technically, there is no instructor for this as it's online training. However, you have the information should you need to contact me. Your passing mark is 60%. It really doesn't mean that much because I want you to do this basic math and the print reading as often as you can so that you're comfortable with it when you attend. So now we're going to navigate in that little navigation tab. We'll keep going. Just as I said, these are just basic explanations. So now we're into the nuts and bolts. There's some course content information. All of Sask Polytech's training is done by course name. Then the course is divided into what's called learning outcomes and learning steps. In this particular course you're taking, there's 7 learning outcomes. We'll just start off and I'll give you a quick view of fractions and decimals. The thing that you need to understand is that you're going to be taking the exact same training as our carpenter apprentices do. When you're talking to that carpenter and he's wanting to get some firm estimates done and pricing done, communication is critical. So we were asked to design a course for you guys that would fit an estimator's career, and this is it. We do recognize the fact that most estimators will round up. So for example, 6 foot 6 3/4 would just be 6.5 feet. I understand that. However, you want to take the same training as we're taking. This will show you the basics on how to navigate around for the basic math. So this first learning outcome is learning step 1 within learning outcome 1, and it's just a basic explanation. Gives you some examples. Then decimals, which are fractions also, just a different way of expressing it. Again, basic explanations. And then review exercises. So there's a review exercise page and an answer key page. You'll notice that it's in Word or in Adobe. I always open up in Word. Now it will give me a choice. I can just open it now, or I could save the file to a flash drive, desktop, whatever. We're just going to open it up for today. And here's your review exercise. However, if you click on View, you can turn to Edit Document, and you could just put in your answer, and then you could print it, or you could save it, or you could save as. Any number of those. The review exercise is specific for each of the learning outcomes, and it covers only the information. However, later in the later learning outcomes, you would need to rely on some of this information. And we don't want to save. And then your answer key would pop up, same thing. And save, print, whatever. Then we would move on to the next learning outcome. And this is converting measurements. So this particular one is specific to converting measurements. However, it's relying on your understanding of how to convert fractions to decimals and back and forth. Again, you have a review exercise and an answer key, and you'd work your way through to percentages. We're just going to shortcut this right now to table of content. And you'll work your way through the 7 areas, and then you'll see your final exam is at the end. Excuse me. You have unlimited time and unlimited attempts. However, the maximum for each session is 2 hours. So it'll kick you out, then you can go back in again. You'll notice I've just been playing around and I've completed 4 sessions. The password is none, N-U-N-N. And we'll start the quiz. Now, as you'll see in the highlighted portion here, in the blue portion, you can put your answers in. I'm just going to screw around here, and then save. And once it's saved, you'll notice that the icon changes color. And you would just work your way through the quiz. Remembering, you can do this quiz as often as you want, as is necessary even. I'll again manually mark the exam once you're in class. So it's letting me know that I've only answered 1 question. We're going to submit the quiz anyway. Gives you one last opportunity. And the quiz has been submitted. You'll notice once it's submitted, the correct answer shows up. So obviously this was answered incorrectly. Now, if it wasn't done exactly the same way as the answer key is built, it'll show wrong. But you look at it, and if you've got 30 seconds, but you left a space, or you left a space between the in between the 2 numbers, whatever reason, it'll answer it wrong. But if you answered it correct, then move on, and it'll give you all the answers to every question. I'll be notified every time you do an attempt, but I won't be looking at them. We'll just understand that once you get to school, get into the training, that's when I'll have them all marked, and I guarantee you you'll have all your marks before the end of that week is up. We need to mention also that this course is designed just as a refresher. It's not deep. The final mark isn't critical either, in that all we want you to do is day 1, first hour, once all the explanations are gone through with Clint and I, that you can start doing your estimating. So I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Just remember that I can be contacted for content material. For the technical information, you need to go through the help desk.